Hello. Ooh, are we plugged in? Make sure. Yeah, okay, it looks okay. Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. I am known as, hard to see, Autumn around here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I take 12 of your political questions every single day of the year. You never get rid of me, no matter how hard you try. Every day of the year. And I have a space right here for your questions. And I have my pen and I have my little rack to hold the heart, from my heart to yours, as it were. And I have my cards and I just scroll up and I look for anything in all caps. Anything in all caps, that's how you communicate with me. Other than that, please just type normally. I know people have all kind of conversations amongst themselves. And that's wonderful because people are really supportive of each other. So thank you for that. We also have excellent, amazing troll slayers. Thank you. You keep us safe. You've made this possible. So 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. I should have more information on that next week. Trying to finish up the whole taxes, profit and loss statement from last year. So I should be making a donation here soon. Pretty big one. Because I was doing it quarterly, but then stuff happened. So anyway, but we're going to work. We're going to work it out. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. All right. So I think that's about it. Boy, have we got things to cover today. Whew. Oh, man. First of all, there was Rasslin Reeds missed my question yesterday. Kathy Anderson, how is Boo Boo's and Kitty? He's fine. He's fine. We spent lots of time cuddled up together in the great chair of happiness last night, and then this morning, I had my leg kind of, I was on my side with my leg bent, and he just kind of cuddled in right there, and we had some bonding time, so he's happy. Missed your question yesterday. I did write it down. Are Trump or his allies using magic? I did not forget. Let's put that in for today. So leftover from yesterday, because it's such an interesting, unusual question. Quote unquote, magic. All right, that'll be the first question. But we do need to look, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. Yesterday was the big, thank you, Lowell. Yesterday was a big deal. Yesterday, it really started to, and I don't want to jump ahead. Yesterday, if you didn't see yesterday, what came up was that there may be some plots and plans, which is exactly the kind of thing Roger Stone is known for, to try to sully the name of the one person who could potentially, now hear me out, potentially pardon Trump for his crimes in New York State and his family. Now, it's like, it's New York. And I got a lot of pushback in the comments. I understand. It's New York. They're not going to put a Republican in there. They're not going to. Oh, nay. I didn't say put in a Republican. That's not what I was picking up. It was delay the cases as long as possible. Meanwhile, find someone who they can compromise in a big way. Get them in. I mean, they obviously don't have, if they had worse things on Cuomo, they would have brought them out already. But it makes perfect sense that that's what Trump is focused on, which is you find some shady way to get out of this problem. Things I wouldn't have even thought of. because apparently I am not as rotten a human being as they are. I'm a novelist. I write novels in my spare time. You would think, oh, I create villains. I should be able to create some really rotten human beings. Wow, they got me beat. They got me beat. I'm a babe in the woods compared to these guys. So that's just terrifying. I didn't get that it was going to work. But now every time I'm just hearing more and more about Cuomo's bad. Really? He's bad now. Interesting. It's not only coming out now, but it's being pushed now. So anyway. Chat, are you getting an education on villainy? Apparently. All right. I'm going to scroll up to the top. I'm going to look for any questions you may have. There's so much going on. There are questions about Elaine Chao. I've gotten repeatedly that if there's anything where she's really going to, it looks like she's really going to be in legal trouble, she will be back in China so fast, faster than you can say my mother's favorite food. My mother loves Chinese food. So I'm going to scroll up. She's a big beef and broccoli woman. I'm a vegetable fried rice, prefer the big chunky vegetables. Vegetable fried rice, no egg, add cashews. That's me. Anyway. Okay. Sandra Lee, I'm wondering why there's a thumbs down when it has yet to start. Welcome to the channel. It happens every day. I don't know why, about 10 people a day decide they're going to come over here and downvote me. But they do. I wish them well. So anyway. KD, good morning, Autumn. Hello. Oh, that reminds me. Tomorrow is Friday. Yes, tomorrow is Friday. After my live stream, because of course I'm here every day. Tomorrow so my Central Time, noon, I'm here. And I usually go for about an hour and a half, and then I'll try to get the time stamping in to make things easier for you. But at 2 o'clock, I think it's 2 o'clock my time, I have been invited to be on the Sheila's channel, Celtic Tarot Sheila. I'll put information up on a community post for the remote view. That's what they call it. So it's going to be Whimsy, Sheila, and myself tomorrow. So I'm very fortunate to have been invited over there. So I'll be over there. And I'll also put in the community today any questions that you guys want me to, or you want us to answer tomorrow. So I will be answering questions during the live stream, but a little extra, little something, or if people are watching this on replay or whatnot, where they don't usually get their questions in, be a good place. So anyway, we'll work it out. Okay. Whew. Hello, Fennec. Okay, good morning, Autumn. Hello, KD. Paula, my cat Quinn, wants you to ask the cards if cats are intellectually superior to humans. Very important. All right. Okay, 9:45. Are cats intellectually superior to humans? Well, of course, we already know the answer to that. But let's just ask anyway. Okay. Are cats intellectually superior to humans? Let's see. You say, what has this got to do with politics, since I do political readings? Obviously, you do not understand who our overlords are. Are cats intellectually superior to humans? They live in the moment and we don't. We get more of the ups and downs. But at the end of the day, they are in the sense that they know what really matters. When you're all curled up together and you're cuddled up together and you're warm and just all happy. Just a big old snuggle. That's what makes it's stuff like that that makes life great. And they are not distracted from that. They just bask in it. And that's lovely. So in that sense, very much so. Okay, I'll scroll down and look for some political questions here. Okay. Fennec, I was looking for the live stream video and realized I was up early enough to watch the live stream. Oh, excellent. Thank you again, Marie. It's not cursed. I've got it on the list. Clarence, hey, hello. Rhonda, will Ron Johnson... Oh, by the way, if I roll my eyes or I sound exasperated, it's never with you or your question. And that goes for anybody. It's these people. It's these people. Really? Will Ron Johnson get his comeuppance legally from the Senate? Well, not legally from the Senate, but Ron Johnson. Paging Nemesis. Nemesis, please report to the Senate. Please report to the Senate to visit Ron Johnson. Thank you. Ron Johnson get his comeuppance. Okay, we'll look at that. Oh yeah, okay. Thank you, Rhonda. Marcy, I do in future just put your questions in all caps. Then I'll know that you're talking to me. I just happened to see one. I try to ignore things that are not in all caps, but I saw it right there. Is Vladimir Putin ill? He has aged a lot lately. Is Vladimir Putin ill? I can have a quick look at that without having to go into his truly awful, awful personality energy. Thank you again, Lo. Okay. Hey, Angela got my first vaccine today, second at the end of May. Excellent. All right. Oh, Marcy. Oh, there you go. Now it's in all caps. I got it. Thank you, Wrestling Reads. Aw, Dave's saying, it's funny my spell checker gives me the option when I type autumn, it also says sunshine. It's very sweet. Hey, Sheila. What does Ivanka really think about her father and the damage he's done? Does she believe he's ill? Let me see. What does Princess Complicit Ivanka think of... Oh, wow. I send my energy out while I'm writing down your questions. Because it's also kind of nice in the same way that when you're in the shower, you start getting creative ideas. Well, as I'm actually writing out sending my energy out while I'm just writing, I can sometimes get some thoughts or energy back or whatever, information back. More clearly. And she's, you thought she was full of herself before. Now that she's not distracted being in the White House and having to put out those fires in her father's government every day, and she's out in the world and she's getting a lot of rejection, a lot of pushback out in the world. She's getting more and more stubborn and set in her ways, and not a good idea. Human energy it's like the spice in Dune. The spice must flow. So must your energy. What's her father? And damage he's done. Okay. He's done. Okie dokie. Got it. All right, that'll be number 4. Thank you. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, B, will the insurrectionist types disrupt Congress' legislative calendar? Oh, that's interesting. Like an ongoing... Insurrectionists disrupt Congress's legislative calendar. Okay, that'll be number 5. Thank you. Thank you, B. Fennec, did former RD ask Cuomo for a pardon? Interesting. Has the Trumpster fire asked Cuomo for pardons? Okay, number 6. I've got it down. Thank you. Well, exactly. I'm on New York. Oof. Okay. Okay, here we go. Sejin? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Evangelicals put 45 on a pedestal. Big old golden heifer. Will, knowing he asked or paid for mistresses, changed their mind. They already know. They already know. This is not secret. This is not... That information's already out there. They already know. He is the chosen one. As long as he's putting policies, whatever he's done in his past is whatever he's done in his past. There's a really interesting point I heard on the news last night. And that was that when a lot of Trump supporters who are not feeling the benefits of Trump policies, Republican policies, they had a choice to choose with their class or their race. And they chose their race. Evangelicals had a choice. Choose their beliefs or choose power. And we know how they chose. So I'm afraid I don't have much to add there. Sorry. Okay, let me see if there's anything else here. Okay, let's see. Teresa, will they go after Cy Vance for letting the kids off years ago for a campaign donation? Who is they? Will they go after Cy Vance? What do you mean? I'm not sure what to look for. I'm not sure what question to ask there, Teresa. I'm sorry. What? Where are we headed? I'm sorry. I don't quite understand. Fennec, it's all coming out at once, which is weird. Yeah, with Cuomo. Kathy Anderson, the timing of it. Yep. Okay, so YouTube just dumped a bunch of stuff. If I've missed your question, because it will just erase a bunch of stuff, just put your question in again with a YT and I'll see if I can get it in. Thank you. Renato, I must be naive. Will ever integrity and values to society? I think I know what you mean. Yeah, the horrible things people do just still blows my mind. Sally, by Texas opening up the state and no mask needed, will the virus begin to spread? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, it will. Absolutely. No cards needed. Listen to the CDC. See? Stay alive with the CDC. Trump dancing. Have you seen him dancing? This is it. That's what he does. But stay alive with the CDC. So, no, it's horrible. They shouldn't do it. But it's Texas. Okay. Jazzy Sophie, hello. I heard Cuomo would probably be gone before long. What do you think? Let's just check in. Cuomo, gone before long. All right, that will be number 7. We will look at that. Thank you, Sophie. Leah, she's just like her dad, Ivanka. Yeah. She doesn't care, says Paulette. Yeah. Patty, will the cruise industry get better in 2021? Cruise? As long as it's not Ted Cruz. Sorry, flowers. I just used it as a symbol. Poof. Petals everywhere. Cruise industry get better in 2021. All right, that'll be number 8. Thank you. Marilyn, hi, Autumn. How does the evil mannequin feel about his father-in-law? Ooh, okay. Jared, the evil mannequin. Feel father-in-law. Other than the fact that Jared thinks he's superior to everybody. We'll have a look. Thank you. Thank you, Marilyn. We'll look at that. Sparty, she just wants to be kept in the will. Well, she doesn't need to worry because if anybody's getting money out of her father, it's her. It's weird how astrologically they get along. It's just this amazing match astrologically that they get along. But then his astrology with his sons is Anyway. Kathleen, what are we reading on now? Nothing yet. I'm still yammering, and I have 9 questions. I have space for 3 more. We have looked at our cats intellectually superior to us, and there was something else, but I can't remember what it was. I'm sorry. Sophie's saying Ivanka's very much like her dad. And Rosemary's saying she's becoming more like daddy. Mm-hmm. L.A. Rieger. Hi, Autumn. When will Merrick Garland be confirmed? Senate seems to be holding it up. Okay. Well, Merrick Garland. It's a great name, isn't it? Merrick Garland. It's a great name. Be confirmed. Okay, that'll be number 10. So I'm just looking for 2 more. Polywanda, will Q be fully exposed? Excuse me. Fully exposed. Okay, got that. We number 11. And Kashmir, if Mitchie's wife is investigated too deeply and she takes off to China, will Mitchie follow? All right, let's read on Elaine Chao. To China with hashtag MMM Moscow Mitch McConnell. Okay. And it looks like there's one more here. Maybe I can get in a baker's dozen. Renato's asking, will some Supreme judges be replaced? Well, let's, I don't know if I'll get to that, but I'll try. Will, actually, yes. I've been picking up that there will. Yes. But, okay, will some SCOTUS justices be replaced? Got it. Thank you. Okay. All right, so I've got lots of questions. Hopefully the cards have some answers. So we'll see what is out in the ether in the common kind of collective energy. Okay. Yoy. Okay. JLo saying, watched Malcolm Nance's video as of today. Very educational. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see here. You guys are just talking to each other, being very supportive. Thank you for that. And we're starting today at, well, it's probably 28, but hang on, I need a tissue. I'm gonna mute this for just 1 second, get a tissue. Just 1 second. Hold, please. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me, and hopefully I didn't just wipe all the makeup off my nose. Anyway. All right. 28:30. Okay, this is interesting. Let me see here. Okay. Other than people around them, like evangelicals, okay, the question is, are Trump and his allies using some kind of quote unquote magic? Okay. The one thing I will differentiate out, so it will be the exception, is they may not think it, but you know, you get a stereotypical group of church ladies together, and they decide that they don't like what you're doing, and they decide they're going to pray for you. There's a reason that we all get a little, thank you, Hazel. There's a reason we all get annoyed when people say things like that. It's because they can do a number on your energy. It's really annoying. I mean, it's not like deathly, but it's like, really. So evangelicals, are evangelicals doing magic? Sort of. I mean, just, in the same way that it can be hard to read on Pence because he's so religious, and it's kind of beliefs that are kind of, and from my perspective, kind of twisted around a little bit. So he has some serious spiritual walls built up. So it can be hard to read on him sometimes. And I'm not the only reader who's found that. So where was that? Phyllis was saying you don't want just anyone praying for you. Sherry, I would say it's more condescending. Oh, it's definitely that. But there's also, if you don't mean well, stay out of my energy. I mean, that's just common courtesy. To me, this is like, just being out in the world and you're standing around in a store, or you get on the bus or whatever, and you get somebody who's just sending you energy, and it's like, but are Trump or his allies using some form of spiritual power? Let's put it that way. Quote unquote magic. I mean, considering Stephen Miller, I'm surprised he's not like they've revived the Thule Society. And those who don't know the Thule Society, it is the society of people who apparently used high magic and what have you to help Hitler. Yay. So, yeah, I'm surprised Miller hasn't, and let's go out in the desert and look for religious artifacts or magical somethings. Oh, that's interesting. See, that's the thing about using things like high magic or a number of religions is they take a lot of Christian symbolism. I mean, that's Adam and Eve. There's a snake. Of course, it's on her side. Angel, this is Christian symbolism. But Christian symbolism doesn't necessarily mean that it's meek and mild. No, there's some things that very much use the Christian symbolism. And the first card is the Magician. I wonder if there's somebody around Trump. I mean, we know he's not. He's dumb as a rock. And you have to know. And he's a narcissist. So it's not going to be Trump himself. Someone politically wedded to Trump. Someone politically wedded to Trump. It's not Trump. Trump's in the distance elsewhere. But somebody who's politically wedded to Trump wants very, very ultra-conservative judges, especially on the Supreme Court, but in general, and wants the courts to use that to push, to hurt the old expression, you've made God in your own image when he hates the same people you do. Polly Wanda, undisputed Bible fact. It is rectangular. That is true. I like that. Stephen Miller, I'm not sure. Stone is theatric enough. Because, I mean, he's such a drama king. Oh my gosh. Everything about Stone. When you get anywhere near his energy, it's It's drama turned up to 11. It's just like, oh, please. But no, this feels more focused. So is this person, so is this a person? Is this a group? If it's a person, is it male or female? I think we would have to thank you, Chris. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think we would have to differentiate what we're talking about here. Somebody wants to bring down the Democrats a lot. A lot. I can't, all I'm picking up. Who needs? I'm just going to tell you what I'm picking up. I sound like I'm nuts, but that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to just read on the collective energy. These are my spiritual beliefs. I'm getting there is someone. This is not a drama king like Stone. This is not a narcissist. Well, like I say, it's not a narcissist, but it's not a narcissist like Trump. Thank you, Irma. Happy March. Thank you. This is somebody, the energy is very, it's kind of so dark, it's kind of compacted down. And it's like a running over and over and over and over. There's a type of Christian meditation which can be quite nice, which is where I'm so sorry. It's been so long since I was Catholic. I'm afraid I can't remember who exactly it was, but there was a type of meditation which was to walk around, and basically you would pick something and repeat it, like during all of, like just as you're walking around during the day, like praise be to God. Praise be to God, praise be to God, praise be to God, praise to be. So just as you're like doing the dishes and walking around, and you're just repeating this over and over and over. And it feels like almost like that. Or if it's not that specifically, it's a focus on it, a constant repetition. And the other thing I will bring up, because I think this is the last thing I'll say on this, but I think back in the day, hundreds of years ago, especially in Europe, the church had to come up with some new rules, because basically in people's families, especially wealthy people's families, the eldest son was the person who would inherit the lands, and if there was a title or whatever, the business, whatever. The second son was meant to go into the church. Problem with that, they didn't want to go into the church. They didn't want to be celibate. They didn't want to, so they didn't want to be there. But what started happening was you had a bunch of men becoming priests or monks who didn't want to be there, and who basically, so they were not, it was not their calling. So as they were being taught all this stuff, so they started using a lot of these beliefs for their own purposes. And one that always sticks in my head is the church had to come out with a new rule that basically to use the old church vernacular, thou shalt not um, perform last rites and a funeral for someone who is still alive in the hope of killing them. So I always thought that was interesting. So yeah, I'm just getting this it's either an obsessive thought or it's something they're doing on purpose to build up power, and it's Christian symbolism. It's like it's has a basis in Christianity, but it's a whole other. Dave, they had to be told that? Yeah. Renee, wait, what? Yep. Oh, Jeanette, it could be the third son was supposed to go into the church. That could be it. Thank you. But yeah, that was a thing. So anyway. All right, 42. Ron Johnson, speaking of jerks. 42, who used to be my senator. Carrie, I've never heard that, Autumn. Oh, geez. Rita, is it Paula White? No. No, this is no, Paula White she's got a big dose of look at me. That makes this energy is very focused. This is a believer. This is a believer. I don't think it's Pence. Hang on, is it Pence? I don't think so. No. Pence is thank you, Marcy. Pence, what's the Pence has more worldly thing for all his talk about he is so spiritual, so devout, bullpucky. No, this is a believer. Yikes, I don't know who it is. Whew. And I also don't know how close they are to the center of power, but they're a big Trump supporter over there. Okay, all right. Ron Johnson, where are we? 43, 30. Ron Johnson. Will Ron Johnson get his comeuppance? Excuse me. Thank you, Impish Artist. Thank you. Marie, that got dark. I know, sorry. Yoy. Phyllis, Paula White's busy trying to secure her own bag. Mm-hmm. J-Lo, working in prison facilities for 37 years. I've seen many last rites given before their death row is up. It's not quite. No, this is somebody who they're like, it's with ill intent. Seriously ill intent. Focused ill intent. Aspie, third eye, yes. Rule number 1, if it doesn't start with love, it ain't coming from any higher power. True. Yeah. Oh, wait. Sheila, now I have to really think about this. Okay. Clarence is confused. Oh no. I'm sorry if I've confused people. Okay. See, I'll do anything to not have to get into Ron Johnson's energy. You're gonna get your comeuppance. Okay, what's going on with Ron Johnson here? Why are you? I mean, he was always obnoxious, but he's really just ramped up to full. I don't know if it's panic or it's. What's going on with Ron Johnson? There's a desperation about him that's like, I mean, that we're all seeing. I mean, we're all seeing his desperation and his extremism, and it's like, I mean, he was always bad, but now it's like. Ron Johnson, are you going to get your comeuppance? See, with a lot of these guys, I read on their energy and I pick up, the I'm right. Like you read on Jimmy Jim Jordan, he's completely convinced what he's doing is right. Yeah, tell it to those kids. But anyway, Ron Johnson, I'm not. He does think he's right, but it's not. This feels more goal oriented. Oh, thank heavens he's not in power. I mean, he's in power in Wisconsin, but at least he's not. The Republicans aren't in power. This is Republicans lost Congress and the presidency. He's fine where he is. He's a Trump believer. Doing everything for Trump. There's also some insurrectionist energy here. Disappointment that the insurrection wasn't able to accomplish more because whether he was involved or not, he definitely wants Trump to be in power. Weird. Angie said, Autumn, Ron Johnson went to Moscow. Could it be a fear of discovery? Impish artist, did Johnson and Trump benefit from shady Putin 2016 election stuff to win? Ron Johnson. Am I just not reading this correctly? Because his energy just feels different from what I would expect. I've got heartache. I'm feeling heartache. I'm feeling overburdened. Feeling a little bit of panic, cold sweat. Hoping to get benefit and stay in his office. Even though it's going to be years until his next election, he's worried. And if he's thinking if he sticks with Trump, if he sticks with this dog whistle garbage Trumpism, fascism, that the right wing in Wisconsin will vote for him. Enjoy life. Johnson asked yesterday how many guns were seized on the January 6th, and the response was none. Asintua, Putin has compromise on Johnson. I don't know. Asintua, he's retiring, I understand. It feels like he should. This is I'm not okay. I'm just gonna give up. Democrats came into power. He's still willing to carry Trump's water, and he's feeling weakened. I don't know what's going on with Ron Johnson. I'm just gonna say I don't know. It's odd. The energy's not what I was expecting at all, and I don't know. Enjoy life. I just figured out who Johnson was yesterday. Ooh, okay. Connie, the Resmuglicans should all be worried. Put them out. Resmuglicans. More paper, please. Ron Portman is retiring, not Johnson. Okay. That's a prosecutor. Oh. Yay. My Sun card's back to being the card of white supremacists. And the lies. They're absolute, disgusting, toxic lies. And that's what's behind the Republican, a lot of the Trumpers' Republican Party stuff right now. So he's worried. I don't know that he's as worried as some of them, but I'm definitely getting a feeling like when your blood sugar is going low and you start getting cold. That kind of cold, it's not fully hollow feeling, but I don't know. Not good. Oh, Kathleen, new grandbaby doing well. Congratulations. 53. That was weird. 53. Vladimir Putin. Oh, yay. Now, this is what I do here, but yay. Putin. Is he ill? Doesn't he have $1 billion house? Wasn't that what that video was about? Putin. Putrid Putin. Putrid Putin. Are you ill? Worry. What I'm getting is worry. Big worry. Worry about his popularity, his grip on power, his sweet, sweet life with his billions of dollars, stolen goods, and he can't just go enjoy it because he has to kind of sleep with one eye open. It's not worth it. I am here to tell you, not that I know exactly, but trust me, I can pretty much guarantee there's no amount of money that is worth not being able to sleep at night, being afraid for your life. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm getting serious worry, but not illness. He might just be flat out aging. Oh, excuse me. Goodness. Oh, I didn't take my antihistamine this morning. Doesn't always help, but I just realized, oh well, first thing after this. Okay. Well, Rich is saying I thought Bezos was the richest guy in the world. It depends on, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell how much money people really have when so much of it is illegal. 56. What? What does Princess Complicit think of her father and the damage he's done? What does Ivanka think of her father? Well, what she thinks of her father, that's I mean, your father's your father. But, and he's done a lot to keep her very close and as happy as possible. But what does Ivanka think of her father and the damage he's done? She thinks, but even when I was writing this down, I was getting, she's being treated unfairly. She's being, thank you. She's, she and the evil mannequin are being kept out of some society, some parts of society where they would have been welcome before. She's getting a lot more social pushback. She's getting a lot of people yelling mean things at her, and strangers glaring at her, and parties she's not invited to. I mean, there's some places she is invited. It's not like, oh, feel sorry for her. Oh, nay. No. But what does she think of, not right at the moment, most of what I'm picking up is she's being treated unfairly. What does she think about the damage her father's done? I think she actually might be starting to drink some of the Kool-Aid. He was right all along. She feels like embracing what he believes is how she could have a political future. At least some of his beliefs. She's really awful. Working. On what? When she had her fashion company, she flat out stole an Italian's designs. When she came out with a book, it was just a waste of paper. I feel so sorry for those Canadian trees, which is where we get most of the pulp for for books. Not all, but a lot of it. It was just fluff and quotes of people who've actually done good things, and it was just a complete waste. And so her idea of working out before your kids get up is not, it's important for your health, but it's not. Yeah. Service to country. Huh. Okay, I'm getting some icky energy. Oh, wow. I'm getting some really icky energy. Oh. Um, the Republicans, her father, they didn't have enough votes. Democrats did. Because, of course, the Democrats were wrong or lied or it wasn't real or whatever. And she thinks that they're going to go on the offensive. She's not thinking about the damage he did. She's thinking about her own political future. She's thinking about her own future, what she can get out of it. But she's in for a rude awakening because this is coming down on the whole family. That's legal. Swords in the back. So she thinks that they're in this stage right here where we're just going to work together and take down those. Nice try. She's not thinking about what the damage she's done. She's only thinking about herself. What a shock. I like that bell, Ivanka. Renee, let me throw some sage at my screen on you. Please do. Seriously, there's some icky. Ugh. Ugh. Her energy's gross. Her energy is seriously gross. All right, 102. Okay, will it be an ongoing thing that insurrectionists disrupt Congress's legislative calendar? Okay, today is particularly icky because it's March 4th, where until 1933, today was the day that new presidents were inaugurated. Explained before about how the founding fathers in the U.S. very much believed in astrology. And so when they decided that July 4th was going to be the Declaration of Independence, then you take the wheel of the year. July 4th is, well, technically down here. And then the trine, 120 degrees, is the most positive, pleasant energy you usually get between planets. So, well, that aren't conjunct. So you have July 4th, and then 120 degrees from there is beginning of November, and then 120 degrees from there is the beginning of March. So those 3 points every year would be very beneficial. The sun would be in those spots so that they would all gel together. And then in 1933, it was like, okay, it's ridiculous. It's so long between Election Day and Inauguration Day. So FDR moved it back to January. Now, it's fine for Congress, who comes in early in January. Okay, that's more like 60 degrees, 60 days-ish after Election Day. So that's sextile. That's also very positive. That's also, it's weaker, but it's positive. But the presidential inauguration doesn't happen until like the 20th, and astrologically, it's like, no, that doesn't quite work. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So the Q-nuts decided, I'm explaining for future people who will be watching this someday and going, what are you talking? What craziness is this? So the Q-nuts, the QAnon fascist murderers, basically decided that the January 10th inauguration of Biden is not valid. And then, in fact, today, March 4th, Hello. Sorry about that. Apparently, it just kicked me off. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Oh, it's not you. It's I got kicked off. Do you still have a frozen screen? Let me know. Oh, thank you, Jean. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Thank you. Was this something you said? No. Just my internet just suddenly just went poof. I had to go reset the router, and that takes a few minutes for everything to kick back in. I'll call them this afternoon. Sorry about that. All right. So all right, let's just say 1:10:30. Insurrectionists, 1:10:30. It's nice to see you. Okay, so since the insurrectionists are, they tried to mess up January 6th, and there's chatter about them trying to mess up Congress today, on the day that some of them are dumb enough to believe Trump is going to be inaugurated. Maybe if you get him they should get him they should get him a Burger King crown today. That's what they should do. But our insurrectionists, the seditionists, General blankety blanks, going to continue to disrupt Congress's legislative calendar. Oh, they see them as small and weak. Democrats, especially. Sent to a king for a day. Yes. You could take him to Chuck E. Cheese's. I think you get a free ice cream scoop on your birthday at Baskin Robbins. Renee Swearman on a stack of burgers. You know what? They should just swear him. He should just put his hand on a mirror. That's what he really believes in. I think the same color roses and nails. Yep. Yep. Renato, exactly. Trump Hotel is charging $1,300 for a room today. It's twice what it normally is. Thank you, Sheila. Okay. Are they going to keep trying to mess things up? It's not going to work. They're very small. They have their own things to worry about, but they're very small. Whereas this energy is perfectly fine, getting stuff done. I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry too much. So that's good. Okay, 1:13:30. Are we back? I have all right, I've clicked over onto a weaker backup kind of internet situation. So hopefully I can get through these questions. Yoy. Okay. Do use timestamps. 1:15:30. Has Trump asked Cuomo for pardons? And you'd think, oh, that's silly. Of course he wouldn't. Well, you wouldn't think he'd ask different governors in different states to throw out Biden votes or create ones for him out of thin air either. So let's see here. Has Trump asked Cuomo for pardons? I don't think so. Oh, wow. Yeah, I forgot about the kind of, allegedly, entertainment only, the kind of violence that runs through Trump's head when he's angry with someone. Yeah, ooh, yeah, that's it. Get your energetic violence off my cards. Thank you. They should just do it. He should just give me everything I want. He should just give me everything I want. Because they're going to take everything away from me. Trump's like, they're going to take everything. He should pardon everybody in my family. It's completely unfair. It's completely unfair. They're going to take away everything from my family. Everything. Blah, 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 blah. Trump, I will not miss you, you rusted barrel of radioactive slime. I will not miss you. Any updates on yesterday's idea that Trump may have Roger Stone or someone like that working on ways to try to get someone compromised into the governorship of New York? $118 update from yesterday. Okay. Looking, searching, researching, talking, feeling around. Okay. Joshua, I probably will, but just not today. Sorry. Joy Life, tell us how you really feel. Did I mention the violence that runs through Trump's head when he is angry? That's Cuomo. He's a Democratic governor who was beloved. But Trump wants to use, I get wands for Trump. Trump wants to be behind the message that hurts him because this is what Trump wants to send in any way he can. There's I don't hate anybody. Trump does. There are people I despise. Number one on the list is Trump. But I don't hate anybody. But oh, thank you, Tinker Mouse. That was very sweet. Yeah, blackmail, Kathy Anderson, or I don't know what. Does he have? Oh, I mean, there's. I get. It's hard for me to just get past the sheer. How small, pathetic, ridiculous do you have to be to actually wish death on someone? I mean, if someone's done something specifically to you, like taking out your whole family or something, yeah, I can understand that. But did a better job leading than you did? Maybe said some critical things of you? Who cares? Yeah, Fennec. A lot of Democrats jumping on the bandwagon to buy what Roger Stone might be. Does it work? I think it's gonna, if it hasn't already, it's starting to catch on a little bit that interesting timing on this. Interesting that Trump now he's all focused on getting out of trouble in New York, and suddenly it's jump on Cuomo time. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm not saying he's a perfect person. I'm not saying he's a good person. I'm saying no matter, not no matter, but chances are 99.99999% Trump is so much worse than Cuomo will ever be. All right. Well, I'm not getting. There's no point reading on Trump. I can tell you that. There's no point. Cuomo may have even. He either maybe he knew Cuomo back in the day, or maybe Cuomo did try to contact him during the big mess in New York last year to try to work something out, but he was the emperor. He was in charge, and he has them. Even though he's this is the vacation or retirement card. He's no longer there. The message is his, and it's him, and it's him, and it's me, and I will have my bloated bodies day in the sun kind of. There's no point reading on that. You know what? I'm sorry if I'm not going to get to some of these questions with my internet, but I really want to ask Roger Stone. Is Roger Stone up to his dirty tricks to help Trump? Because, oh yeah, 124. Is Roger Stone up to his truly vile, dirty tricks? Back, for those who don't know, back in 2000, when it came down to the question of who won the presidency, Bush or Gore, it came down to Florida. And they had this unusual thing. It's where we get we call hanging Chad, the hanged man, we call him Chad, because of that mess. And they had this particular punch card type of ballots, and where the little bits that you punch through, if they didn't completely break off, then they were hanging there, and they were called hanging Chads. Anyway, it came down to there was a riot, a really obnoxious riot of relatively well-to-do white guys who were banging on the doors where they were counting votes in Florida and this whole thing. And they called it the Brooks Brothers riot because Brooks Brothers was a brand of, for the well-off white men who had their khakis and their polo shirts or their button downs or their boat shoes or their whatever. Roger Stone was behind that. That was Roger Stone. It's not like, oh, is that the rumor? No, it's a fact. This is what he does. Roger Stone has been pulling that kind of garbage for decades. Decades. Aspie Third Eye, Brooks Brothers, the yuppie superstore. Yes. So is Stone up to his old dirty tricks? For instance, against Cuomo. Does Stone have his sights set on Cuomo or other dirty tricks? The drama king and his chaos. Trump loves chaos. John, and still he walks free. Roger Stone. Okay, he's such a drama king. The energy I'm getting. Trump saved me. He saved me. I just wanted my sentence commuted because I didn't want to admit I had done anything wrong. But anyway, he decided to pardon me anyway. So fine, I'll admit I did it wrong. But he saved me from the worst of the worst of the worst of. Drama kings and drama queens, seriously, they're exhausting. Because even when something actually does go wrong and you want to be empathetic or you want to help them, it's just... Whatever Trump needs. The dynasty. He's worked for Republicans forever. This is interesting in that Roger Stone has not... He can love Trump without being a Trumpster. To him, this is all muscle memory because he's been doing dirty tricks for Republicans for decades. So yeah, be the death from the law was coming to me and I was going to die in prison. There's nothing to say you were going to die in prison. Your sentence was commuted. No, I was going to die in prison. All right, Nixon Jr., sit. Thank you. Fight for Trump, the corrupt businessman, and his dynasty. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. He's exhausting. I'm sorry. It just annoys me. The world. Yeah. If anybody could figure out what Roger Stone is doing with himself, I think that might be interesting. Corruption, fighting for... Well, I had the Knight of Pentacles there, but this is the Knight of Wands. And a Thief card. Corruption, ending. This is just random. This is what he does. This is a ending and why. Let's keep an eye on what Roger. If anybody hears what Roger Stone's up to, Somebody should be keeping an eye on him. Just saying. Speaking of Cuomo, 1:30. Governor Cuomo, are you going to stay in or are you going to be gone before long? Electra, they're doing the same with Gavin in California. It's all calculated. Very possibly. Angla, Stone thinks this is just a game. Yes. What was that? Polly Wanda's asking who might play Stone in the Trump movie. Cobblepot? What's the guy's first name? Last name Cobblepot. Yeah. 31:30. Oswald Cobblepot. Thank you, Joshua. Yes, Polly Wanda. I know that's not possible, but the role of Roger Stone will be played by Oswald Cobblepot. What a name. If you look it up, you'll see exactly who I'm talking about. Anyway. Okay, 1:32. Cuomo. Boy, this is a mess today. Oh well. Those energies right there. Governor Cuomo. You gonna stay governor? Governor. British actor? No. It's the real name of the Batman villain, the Joker. No, the Joker, the Penguin. I was trying to make a joke. It fell flat. Cuomo. He definitely made some people. Yes, Penguin. Women definitely felt uncomfortable. Okay. Let's see what I've got here. I think a lot of the worry will be put to bed. I think he's apologizing. I think he might even, I don't know. I think he might even pay out some money or something, but it's just, I'm getting all the legal worry, but the legal worry goes quiet as a tomb. The sun comes out. They're working hard against him, but ultimately the voters like him, at least for now. So I'm not getting big tower au contraire. I'm getting the sun card right in the middle. So Cuomo's going to be fine. That I know. And that's the thing. Apologies and maybe a civil case, but like coming to an agreement instead of it having to go to court. Some kind of recompense. It goes a long way. And I hope he stops. I hope he stops doing it. But, okay. I have 135. How does Jared feel about his father-in-law? How does the evil mannequin feel about his Trumpster-fired father-in-law? Does the evil mannequin ever think about anyone but himself? Occasionally his kids. Jared, what do you think of your father-in-law? Oh, Jared, he thinks he's superior to everybody. Wow. Wow. I could say something very crude. Something about there's not a whole lot of sunshine where he keeps his head, but he doesn't have to find someone else to do that. If you can put all that together, you'll know what I mean. His father's chaotic, unnecessary chaos and drama. But his wife was rich, so she was worth marrying. She begins and ends with Ivanka. She got him into this. There are a whole lot of secrets, and then there's just standing there while the family. It's almost like he's standing like here, and this is what happens around him, like a big curved screen behind him. They're doing their thing. They're doing this. They're doing the chaos, the secrets. He understands secrets, but the chaos, the waiting for this to manifest or appear, but and going after people again. And there's Ivanka, who was rich, Ivanka, who they're part of the business, Ivanka, his wife, and all of this chaos. And it feels very chaotic. And he thinks the whole thing's just a big chaotic mess. Yick. Hey, 138. 138.30. When will Merrick Garland be confirmed? I'm running late today, so do use the timestamps because the internet kept going out on me. Merrick Garland. Such a relief being around him. He's not like, how do I put this? He's not like a cup of cocoa, but he is like a good cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Can you tell that I'm really looking forward to going and having some cocoa? Merrick Garland, when will you be confirmed? Sooner? Later? Please. He's definitely going to get in. The Republicans are going to try to make it difficult, but yeah, they've got the votes. Democrats have got the votes. Oops. Decision, human level legal decision, confirmation decision. Democrats have the votes. Actually, has he made it out of committee? Because there's got to be the vote in the committee, and then there's got to be the vote in the Senate. Yeah. Yep, he gets in, and then All the Trump stuff. All the idiot stuff. Angela, not too sweet, but the real thing. Yep. Sooner rather than later, because I'm getting the sooner rather than the later. There we go. Asentawa, they should realize whoever gets in will be just as capable as Garland. It won't matter. I think so. I think so. But he is special. His knowledge of the law is wow. Holly, answer is no. No on what? No on what? Will Garland get in? When will Merrick Garland be confirmed? No? I'm confused. Sorry. Okay. 141:30. Will Q be fully exposed? I heard some people saying that Roger Stone is Q or Steve Bannon is Q. I don't think so. But what do I know? Matter of fact, I don't think it's just one person anymore, but oh boy. I agree, Jazzy Sophie. So more like 142. K. Nelson, Autumn News. McConnell's developing an exit strategy for his replacement. Oh yeah. I was reading on that the other day. Yeah, he's having some health problems. Will Q be fully exposed? Suddenly my jaw hurts a lot. Ow. I wonder what that's about. What is that about? I feel like, what's his name? Azad Beeblebrox in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What was that? I'm okay. Temperance. I'm definitely fighting for Trump. Trying to institutionalize. This is this feels like NSA, FBI. I'm not getting exposed. I'm just getting that this is going to go on for a while. But they're working on it. The more they do, the more they get exposed. The more they expose themselves, they make themselves vulnerable to figure out who's behind it or what group is behind it. Or it actually feels more like I'm getting it mentally. I'm getting more of a like it's not necessarily the government. It's more like it figures it out. It's more like a New Yorker or Atlantic or Vanity Fair or one of those places. It does a great big it does this in-depth kind of reporting. What's it? Okay, my computer keeps making a noise and I'm concerned. It's like it's connected and then it's not connected and connected and not connected. Oh, jeez. I hope this is coming out okay. Hello, boo-boo. Oh, they've definitely gone to the mat for the Trumpster fire. Hello, precious. How are you? You doing okay? How are you? Good boy. Did you get some snooze? Did you get a snooze in? Oh, snoozy kitty. Die. Not well. It's going to take a long time. It's going to take a while. It's going to take, like, I'm getting years rather than weeks or months. Yeah, it's going to take some time. Okay. And I just got a nose full of cat hair. Okay, Elaine Chao. Somebody's in trouble. 1:45:30. Elaine Chao. Are you going to go? Are you in a big trouble? As in, I'm going to go back to China, or I'm going to go to China or Taiwan or wherever, and will Mitchy Poo goes with her, unless, of course, he's too sick to go. Let's see here. The kitten, yes. Elaine Chao. Elaine Chao does not understand how these little people can. She doesn't have. I don't need these little people. I don't need to do that. Holly, that was an old response to a different question. Oh, okay. So, Elaine Chao, we have some traveling in your future. Do you have a husband with you? Oh, prosecutors. Look at that. Because she what she'd done was referred to the Department of Justice. Oh, good. Susan, Merrick Garland is out of committee, but Tom Cotton is blocking the effort to expedite the confirmation. Well, Tom Cotton. Nice try. Thank you. Thank you for the information. Okay. Elaine Chao. Oh, it was lovely when everything was going so well. But now it's retirement time. Trump's out of power. And things that she's things that she did when she was Secretary of Treasury definitely being looked at. Okay. Well, it doesn't tell me about the future. That just tells me, well, other than the fact that they're going to keep looking at this. This is not going to get swept under a rug or ignored or anything like that. So, does it turn into a big enough thing where she's like, I am out of here? As far as her leaving with Mitch, check with other readers, but it feels like she might not be able to take him with her if she leaves. But we'll see. Connie, Secretary of Transportation. That's true. Did I say the wrong thing? Sorry. So, Elaine Chao. Oh, wow. This is entitlement and a sense of superiority that you can only get in the super, super rich families where you're brought up to believe you are better than. Okay. She and Mitch have a partnership. Let's look there. She's not going down for Trump. Please. She's got a plan. She's not on the defensive for Trump. Oh, you're adorable. No. It was bad enough having to. She's not a Democrat, but she's definitely coming up with cup energy. I don't know why. But for him, and be on the defensive for it. Please. Please. Need more information about what's going to happen. So it's a matter of it feels like she could just be like, oh, I'm just going to leave the country. I'm just going to go like hang out with my family. And if it turns into a bigger thing, it turns into a bigger thing. But But Trump has also set an example that if you have enough money, you get away with stuff. You don't need to worry, but if she stays, she's going to have to answer for, she doesn't think of herself as a Trump person, but she'll have to answer for what she did during when he was in power, because now there's a whole new, she comes up as Cubs, this is her father, who she was promoting, but this is also Biden, as in there's a new administration. So I'm not getting an outcome, but I am getting if you think she's going to prostrate herself to save Trump, I don't think she'd turn on him, because that's not what's coming up. Yeah. What's coming up against her, what they're talking about that she did wrong. She did wrong. It had nothing to do with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Well, I've got 12 questions for today. I'm so sorry about the internet problems. Slowed things down, but I will be back tomorrow. I am here every day, rain or shine, snow or storm. As long as I have internet, I will show up at some point. And tomorrow, I will be on here at noon Central Time in the US. And then after that at 2 o'clock, I believe it's 2 o'clock, I will be on Celtic Tarot Sheila's channel for the remote view with Whimsy and Sheila. So it'll be the three of us. All right. Thank you. And thank you. I really appreciate you being here and your patience with my technical issues, but just patience in general. Thank you. Have a good day, guys. Hang in there. You're not alone. There are good days ahead. There are. Okay. And I'll see you tomorrow.